Hi friends, welcome to Ahilo Arts channel. I am your host Uma. In this video we are going to see how to crochet this beautiful yet simple pineapple scarf. Okay, this is very simple. You can do it within 30 minutes of time. Okay, so let us see how to do that. This one, what I have worked is, I have worked as a two piece and I have joined here. Okay, this one is already an available pattern, but I couldn't find the pattern. I just see the image, so I just created my own pattern. Okay, so this is very simple. You can just do it as such. Okay, see what we have done is 4 sets of shells, and once we have come here we have done a pineapple. Okay, I just want to give you a tip. You can do only 3 sets of shell and you can do all these 10 triple crochets in the middle shell, and you can do the pineapple. Okay, anyway we have to need 1 set of shell this side, 1 set of shell this side, and the shell to do the pineapple. Okay, but why I have done 4 sets? Because we will be having this gap, this bigger gap, when we do 5 triple crochets here and 5 triple crochet here to form the base of pineapple. Okay, which we have used for holding this button. Okay, and also the scarf itself will become a little bit broader, and it will not be so childish. Okay, even though if you didn't attach any button here, you can always use this particular hole to just have all the pineapple to this side, so that you don't need a button at all. See, okay, so this is why since I have a button here, it is see, even though you didn't have a button, you can easily close this up. Okay, that is the reason I have done a 4 shells instead of 3 shells. Okay, and also it will give you a rich look for your scarf. Okay, so let us see how to do that. Okay, see, as I have already told you, I have done it in a 2 piece and I have joined. Okay, you can either do, see, I have started with a single crochet row, okay, and complete one side, and I have started this this side with in the single crochet row itself. So instead of doing 2 single crochet rows separately and attach it here, you can always do 1 piece, and you can once you completed this side, you can always start the other side with the same row. Okay, that will be easy, and that will also give you a little bit not the single crochet will be visible much. Okay, so you can either do 2 pieces of similar and you can sew them up, or you can once you finally done your first piece, you can just start the second piece at the other side of the single crochet row. Okay, I'll show you how to do that now. Fine, slip knot, I'll zoom in. Okay, now 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 single crochets I have done. Why? Because we have to do, see, we have to do 4 shells, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. Okay, we have to skip 2 stitches and we are doing 2 double crochets in next 2 shells. Why I have done two double crochets in a separate single crochet instead of having a same 4 stitches in the same stitch? Because I don't want my first row to be much of a large gap. Okay, I want this row to be as invisible as it is. Okay, so I will be doing these 2 double crochets in each of the stitches. Okay, so for that what I have done 14 chain and 1 chain extra, so that I will be having 14 stitches in total. Okay, as I've already told, you can always do 3 shells instead of 4 shells. If you want to do 3 shells, you have to do only 10 chains plus 1. Okay, so that you will have 10 stitches and you have 3 shells. Okay, so once you have done with this single crochet row, all you have to do is a shell, which is nothing but 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Okay, you can do chain 1 also, but this is a scarf, so no matter it has wide opening. Okay, so if you do a 2 chain, it will give you a diamond like structure. It will also be good. So I have done 2 chains. Okay, why I have explained all the tips and all the points before itself, because I want you to understand it completely before you start. Okay, if I was telling it in the video, then you might miss it because you will be pausing it or rewinding it. So I just want to give you a heads up so that you will understand what we are doing and you can do it on your own. Okay, so I have 14 double crochets here. Okay, now what I'll do, chain 3, turn my work, 1 double crochet in the same stitch. Don't bother about the tail end because anyway I will weave it in when we do the next side. Okay, chain 2, 2 double crochet in the next stitch. We are not skipping any stitch between the shells. Between each 2 double crochets we will be skipping only after the shell is completed. Okay, see, we have done 1 shell. Now skip 2 stitches and do 2 double crochets. Okay, chain 2, 2 double crochets in the next stitch. So this is why I don't want to do all my 4 double crochets in the same stitch. Okay, I want my scarf to be broader, as well as I don't want this single crochet to be much of a gap. Okay, so I just do 2 double crochets in each stitch. So I have done my 3rd shell, skip 2 chain, skip 2 stitch, do 2 double crochets, chain 2. You can always do the scarf according to the pattern which is already written, which if you find. Okay, but I feel this is yet simpler. Okay, see, we have done 3 shells. Now we will be having 4 double crochets, in which we will skip the first 2 and do a shell in the last 2 double crochets, right? So this is how we are going to continue till the end the shell row. If you want to have a 30-inch shawl, what you have to do is guess this pineapple will cover 5-inch. Okay, so this side 5-inch and this side 5-inch you will leave. So in the 30-inch, 10-inch for the pineapple, so that you have to do 20-inch of this shell row, so that you have to do 10-inch on one side with one pineapple and 10-inch on other side with the other pineapple. Okay, so that you will have 15-inch for each piece. Then you can attach it to have a 30-inch. So according to your wish, whatever the length you have desired, you have to do that many rows. Okay, there is no count or anything. Okay, I have done 40 rows of this shell and the pineapple. Okay, so after to start the second row, what you have to do, slip stitch into the first double crochet, slip stitch into the next double crochet, slip stitch into the chain space. Okay, now we have reached the chain 2 space. Now we have to do our shell, which is nothing but 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So this is how we are going to continue till what length you want. Okay, so continue. I'll let you know how to start with the pineapple. Okay, I'll just do 2 more rows so that I'll just start with the pineapple. Okay, see, once you reach the desired length of what you have in mind, you have to start the pineapple. Okay, so in order to start the pineapple, what I'm doing is, as you know, our first and last shells will be remaining the same, because we won't change it much. Okay, the first and last stitch, in between the 2 shells only we are doing the pineapple. So first shell you can do as normal 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Now in the second shell, what you have to do is, we have to start the base for the triple crochet of the pineapple, right? So what you have to do for that is 2 double crochet. When you do the chain 2, you have to do chain 4 or chain 3. Okay, then complete the shell. So this is where we'll have our first 5 triple crochet, and then repeat the same in the third shell. Okay, so 1 2 1 2 3, then double crochet, and the final shell will be the regular shell. If you have done only 3 shells instead of 4, you have to do chain 6 here in the middle shell. Then only you will have 10. You can have 10 triple crochets in the same space. Okay, so since we are doing 4 shells, I will do only 3 chains. I split up, so that if you do only 3 shells, you have to do 6 chains, so that all the 10 triple crochets will be in the 6 chain space. Okay, so turn your work. Many of you might know how to do a pineapple, so others just watch. It is a very simple pattern, yet beautiful. Okay, you can do it as a twin set or mom and me set, anything. You can do it with any color, but I prefer only solid color, because then only the pineapple will be much more appealing than a variegated yarn. Okay, so see, after I complete my first shell in the chain 3 space, I have to do 5 triple crochet. How to do a triple crochet? Yarn over twice, pull up a loop. Now you have 4 loops in your hook. Pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay, so yarn over twice, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. So this is how we'll do a triple crochet. 5 times we have to do in the chain 3, and the next 5 times we'll do in the next chain 3. Okay, so if you have only 3 shells, you have to do all the 10 triple crochets in the same chain 6 space. Okay, so I've already told you, this is the space where we use for a buttonhole. Okay, why we are using triple crochet instead of a double crochet? Because it will form a distinguished starting for a pineapple. Okay, since if you do a double crochet here also, then this shell and this pineapple will not have a particular difference. So that's why what we are doing, every pineapple, the base will be beautiful if you do it in a triple crochet. Okay, see, I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 triple crochets. Now I will go to my last shell and complete this row. Okay, chain 2, double crochet, then do the slip stitch. If you have noticed, I'm doing a slip stitch from the first stitch itself, then only my shell will not be shrunk. Okay, so I will be doing 3 slip stitch after each row. Now we have reached the chain 2 space. I'll do my regular shell first. Then what I'll do, chain 1, do a triple crochet in each triple crochet with the chain 1. Okay, chain 1 triple crochet, chain 1 triple crochet, so that you will have a 11 chain 1 space and 10 triple crochets. Okay, sorry, don't forget the chain 1, because the chain 1 is the space what we will be using in the next row. Okay, so in this row both the both the middle shells 2 and 3 will be combined as a single pineapple structure. Okay, chain 1, chain 1, chain 1, our last triple crochet, and don't forget the last chain 1, because we have done a chain 1 here also, so we have to do one at the end also. And then finally we will have our last shell here. Okay, so from the next row onwards the pattern will be same. We'll be working chain 3 and a single crochet in the space. Okay, so I have reached my chain 2 space, so I'll do a shell here, chain 3. What you have to do is do a single crochet in the second chain space, leave these 2 double crochets, leave this chain space, leave this triple crochet in the second chain 1 space, do a single crochet. Okay, why we are leaving this? Because we have to have this closed structure here. Okay, so that's why in order to shrink it we are skipping this first chain 1 and do a single crochet. So again chain 3, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 3, single crochet. So this is how we will continue till we have no chain 3 space left. See here, every time one chain space will be reduced, so we'll have the closed structure. We will not change this chain 3 here, because this has to be uniform, so that we'll have this perfect structure. Okay, if you increase this chain space when it shrinks, then it will be like a rectangle or rectangle shape, not a closed structure. Okay, so it is as simple as that. Once you reach the second to the last chain space, okay, see, I'll be skipping this triple crochet, this chain 1 and the next 2 double crochets. I'll chain 3 and do a shell in my last shell. Okay, so this is how I'm going to continue till I have no chain space, no chain 3 space left. Okay, so choose slip stitch, slip stitch, slip stitch. See, now in this row 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 chain space we are having. Okay, so next row we'll have only 7. If you have done single crochet in this and this chain space, you will have 10 chain spaces, no problem, you can do. Just you will increase 2 more rows for the pineapple, but you can always do. Okay, but I just want my pineapple to be small, so I have skipped the first and the last chain space. Okay, so my first shell is done. Chain 3, I'll do the single crochet in the first chain 3 closed stitch. Okay, not here but here. Okay, so now I will have only 7 chain 3 space. Okay, so once I completed this row, I will complete the pineapple in the off camera and I will show you how it ends. Okay, so I have reached my last chain 3 space, then again chain 3 and a last shell. Okay, see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So this is how I will continue till the end, where I will have no chain space left till here, and I'll show you how to do this final shell. Okay, so continue till the end and I'll meet you at the end to have the closure of the pineapple. Okay, see, I have completed my pineapple. I have one chain space left where I will be closing it with the last row here, chain 3, and do my last shell. Okay, so by this our pineapple is complete, but our scarf will be completed once we close both these shells. Okay, see, it is open right now. We have to attach it both here and we have to do a perfect finishing like this. Okay, for that what I'm going to do is slip stitch and come to the chain 2 space. Okay, so have both the chain 2 space and do a single crochet. Okay, see, I'm doing it again. I've done only 2 slip stitch. Instead of doing a slip stitch into the chain space, attach it with the next chain space also and do a single crochet. Okay, so now we are going to work on a shell in this gap only, where we attached our 2 chain spaces. Okay, so for that what we are going to do, slip stitch into the next 2 stitches. Okay, so we'll reach our last stitch, turn your work. Now do the shell in the single crochet what we have done in the middle. Okay, so that all our shell will be having 2 stitch this side, 2 stitch this side, and the middle single crochet we'll have our shell. Shell is nothing but 5 double crochets. Okay, 4. That's why we have done a single crochet instead of a slip stitch in the middle stitch, and slip stitch into the last stitch. Now you can fasten off. See, our pineapple is perfect and completed. Now what you can do, you can start with the shell here like we have always done. 2 double crochets, chain 2 double crochets, and you can continue till the other end according to the length you want. Otherwise you can do like how many rows you have done for the first piece, you can do the same many rows in the second piece, so that the single crochet row will be in the exactly at the back of your neck. Okay, so this is how our scarf looks like. Okay, so if you like this video, please share it with your friends, like our Facebook page Ahilo Arts, subscribe to the channel so that never miss any video. Thank you.